r/askreddit. What's something your parents don't know about you? It's not actually an online game. I can pause it. Laughs in Souls games. Mom, I'll do the dishes just as soon as I beat Skyrim, but I can't walk away just yet or the dragon team will win. Mad lad right here. I'm gonna show this to my son and get him to confess. I knew it. I still have cancer. My mom thinks I'm cured. She has Alzheimer's, so we're not correcting her. Good luck, and I hope all is going well with your treatment. That I'm married. Haha, good for you. My sister did that one. Read him by E. I've been in a long-term relationship and plan on marrying him. My parents don't know he exists. They would not approve. Not because he is not a good guy. He really is. They wouldn't approve because my dad is narcissistic and egoistic. Believes everyone's choice except his is wrong and wants to choose my future husband. Mom enables him. Edit. I didn't expect this to get as many reactions as it has. Thank you all for the support and wishes. I'm sorry to everyone else who's in my position. I hope you stay strong and work through this. Same. Been nearly a year now and they still don't know. Oops. Collect call from Bob. We got married. Accept charges? That I have a tattoo. It's been 4.5 years and they have never seen it. A cousin of mine got a tattoo and when her dad saw something squiggly on her arm, he asked, "Have you been practicing drawing on your arm?" She looked at him like, "Dad, it's real tattoo." She already had it for whole summer. Her dad basically had his mouth dropped for a menstruate. I'm glad my grandfather is dead. He was abusive, but I don't think my parents realized the extent of it. My grandfather was an absolute dick too. When I told my parents about it, they said it's cause he loved you. My ass. I can't wait for my grandfather to die. The last thing he said to me was, "I can imagine you in the shower washing cum out of your cunt after finding out I was sexually active at age 20. He's a piece of shit. My dad tried to rationalize his behavior with me but I wouldn't stand for it. I think it's because he felt bad he's always put up with it. Edit. Thanks for all the kind words. He has long since moved to another country and impregnated a woman less than half his age. He's an alcoholic and burns bridges as fast as they're built. I haven't, and don't intend to, have any contact with him for 10 years. My grandfather used to be a general in World War II. I'm glad he's gone. Everyone respected him, but as a young child, I was terrified of that guy. He totally lost his ability to communicate in everyday conversation without coming across like a total dick. I know it wasn't his fault, but man, shit changes people. He absolutely fucked up the childhood of my mother. First time I saw a naked woman, I was with my grandpa. He showed me the photos. Edit. I feel like I need to tell my parents now, because this thread is awesome. Let's hope the woman wasn't your grandma. Hey, me too. It wasn't anything creepy or inappropriate. We watched Taxi Cab Confessions and Cat House on HBO late at night when I was like 8 or 9. It wasn't a secret though. He told my mom the following morning when she picked me up. He said it was educational for me. My grandpa was unorthodox, but he was a really good person. My mom misses him like crazy. That I know. They were aware of the abuse my sister endured by a family member and did nothing. One day, when my sister is in a better place, I will tell them how selfish they are and how disappointed I am in them. Then I will cut them out of my life. I can't forgive that, ever. Edit. I have to get ready for work, but I just wanted to say a few things first. I'll go through and try to respond this evening. To all of you who have suffered abuse, you didn't deserve it and someone should have fought for you. The strength you have to be standing here today amazes me, and I wish you all the safety and happiness in the world. For everyone asking why I didn't do anything about it when it was going on, I'm 5 years younger and we were children. I think I knew something was wrong, but at 6 years old I didn't really understand. On top of that, my sister actively tried to keep me safe and away from it. She's been protecting me for so long and I feel that I owe it to her to protect her now. For those asking why don't I tell them now, it's at her request. Both of us are adults and are living on our own. However, she's still working hard to feel safe and stable. Additionally, this is the first time in our lives we have a family that mostly gets along and she wants to keep that for now. My sister knows how I feel and she calls me for help when she needs it. That tells me she really trusts me. I'm not going to go against her wishes, no matter how badly I want to. Lastly, thank you for kind words about me being a good brother. I'm actually a woman, but I appreciate it all the same. Your sister will appreciate that. Nothing hurts more than feeling that nobody cares. I was the abused and my father knew. He did nothing and I don't know if I can forgive him. How I constantly worry about them dying. My mom died 4 years ago and just last night I woke up in cold sweat with existential crisis panic that I'm in the second half of my life and my favorite person in the world is dead and the rest of my life will never be as good as the first 45 years were because she was in them. I was bawling and shaking. It hits in waves, but that was a biggie last night. It fucking sucks. Now I worry about my dad and have a sense of dread him that weighs on me. Life is pre-mom died and post. Everything. A couple tells me they got married in 2013. I'm immediately like mom was alive. A document at work is dated 2017. I think post mom. I'm functioning. I'm surviving. I'm living. But I always feared it would be the worst thing that could ever happen, and it was and is. I'm a different person and it's a different world. I've been through other bad shit, but it doesn't compare. Eater, this question already had me weepy BC. My mom knew 99% of my everyday. She doesn't know about my last 4 years big stuff, little stuff. I hate it. That's one thing I realized about growing up. While you're getting older so are they and it's kinda sad seeing them get grays and wrinkles and well, aging. Seriously, my parents are elderly and every time I see a missed call from them I fear the worst. It's usually just something mundane, but one day it won't be. You almost got me, mom. Nice try. Dude, your mom is a Sith ghost. I'm a teen and they're somewhat strict. They don't let me have my phone after 10 o'clock at night. So I found my mom's old phone, reset it, set it up with my ID so that it would forward text messages from my normal phone to it, and I keep it in my room. Edit. Back when I had the Apple restrictions on my phone I also found a way to disable those. My parents tried to do the same shit with me. When unlimited texting first became a thing we got it. My parents would place a limit on my texting. I'd have 200 a month I could send despite it costing them literally nothing more if I sent more. At the time AIM could send SMS messages. I got a shit desktop that I hid in my closet and wired through the wall to my TV. I would spend all my time IMing my friend's GF. I got so good at typing because of this that I can now literally transcribe everything said in meetings while maintaining eye contact and holding a conversation. Little did they know their dumb as rule would actually end up helping me in the future. For the youngins, AIM is AOL Instant Messenger. AOL was American Online. Pretty sure that shit doesn't exist anymore. Smart. Everything. They never took the time to get to know me. Same, even though we have shared the same household for 19 years, before I moved to college, they didn't take much effort. They just gave me some lunch money and told me to come home in the evening. Not that I complain though, I like when I can take care of myself, I just would like to have someone I can talk to without being judged for what I do. Same dude, my dad's basically a stranger. I just bought some spicy mustard, haven't told them yet. I enjoy this comment. My car got towed today, right after finding a new apartment. Still don't know if I should be happy or sad. Happy cake day? My dad always comments on how confident and chill I seem. I'm usually experiencing a lot of anxiety, mostly about money and my future. Hard to let those feelings show, though. Edit. It's great a feeling to see that there are so many other people out there who experience this same feeling. Same, I'm usually super chill and smiley on the outside, but on the inside I'm super stressed cause I'm about to lose my job, so I'm job hunting. I have less than $500 in my bank account, and I have no idea what the hell I'm doing with my life. Also, my dad and his mom are constantly on my ass about finding new work, and I know they mean well, but constantly being harassed about it is just adding to the stress. That my first hospitalization for suicidal ideation was actually an attempt. It would break my mom's heart. Hope your mental health is better now. All the best for your future. Spent 4 days in ICU, another 2 in a step-down unit, then another 3 weeks in a psych ward. Most I got was a call, weeks after discharge, about how this all affects her. Ask nothing about my well-being. It really put into place where I should regard my own mother. But my parents are shit. If yours are decent, you should tell them. How they respond is their litmus test. My mom doesn't know that the mental emotion abuse she inflicted on me as a child almost made me kill myself at 13-14. She is a very big denier of these actions and manipulations during my childhood, but I've gone through therapy and have made my peace. We have a decent relationship now, but it will never be what I have with my father. He's the reason I stayed on this earth, and even then I don't even think he realizes that he literally saved my life when I asked him to fight for my custody at 15. I think he knows to some extent, but I don't want to ever ask if he knew. I know how painful it is for him. He already struggles with the fact that he didn't fight for me when they split. I was 3. He chose to let me decide for myself and didn't want me to resent him for taking me away from her without my own decision. I hit my breaking point and he jumped into action with a lawyer and saved my life. I try my hardest to reassure him that he was trying his best, and regardless I still turned out okay, but I know he still beats himself up over it. I remember a couple of months of being 17 where I would constantly think about throwing myself into traffic. My mum has no idea of the pain she was causing me. That I share a bed, and more, with my roommate. Like you share your bionicles with them or something? There's more mate than room in this relationship. I am terrified of them. This makes me sad. No child should be afraid of a parent. That I've been very close to suicide a number of times. Me too, friend. They know about one instance but not the numerous others. Stay strong. You aren't alone. I watched all 8 seasons of GOT without my parents knowing. My mom would never let me watch it, but I told my dad after I was done, and we talk about it all the time when she's not around. Should have listened to your mom. She was trying to save you from season 8. How much homework, work, self-discovery, cocaine, writing, reading, and studying I do. One of those things is not like the others. My dad knows nothing about me from the last 20 years. Maybe when he gets back with the cigarettes I can tell him all about me. The other day my father left to buy cigs at the store. The other day was 20 years when he walked through that door. It was not nice of him at all to leave his kids and wife. But I can't wait till he comes home and asks about my life. The hentai addiction. And you must never tell them. I struggle with that too. I mean, I just see some and think, dang, that looks really good. I just have to have it. I'll open an incognito tab and just start purchasing all of them I can. It's gotten so bad that my chickens have a more extensive collection of neckwear than the rest of my family combined. My parents don't know that one of their Halloween decorations was ate by a deer one night, and they think it was the wind, but I saw it all from my widow. They fixed it and still use it to this day. Be a deer and fug that Halloween decoration. The drugs I've done. Lol, I'm 27 and the funniest thing is talking about drugs with my mom. We're at a stage where she knows I'm not in my college years, so if I say, oh yeah, I did coke and acid and mushrooms and here's the difference, she's kinda curious instead of mad. Love her because she's a rational person. I'm on Reddit. Honestly, same. I'm an alcoholic. They know. That is the thing about drinking. You think you are too smart in hiding it. I was very surprised when I was confronted about showing up drunk to work. I'm not straight. They're not homophobic or anything, I'm still just trying to figure myself more out first. I think I'm bi, but like I wanna know for sure before I say stuff with it, you know? That they didn't provide me with nearly enough emotional connection growing up. Sure, I was provided for, but I was never really connected with on an emotional level. I wish they knew how much that affects me. That I am an intelligent, functional adult who can, in fact, handle my own shit without their interference. And if that does not change soon, my address. I keep any all relationships with men under wraps around them. I'm female. But ever since my last relationship ended so badly and caused a lot of emotional distress, severe depression, alcoholism, etc. Anytime anything new comes along, I just avoid it so I don't get their hopes up. Nothing's worked out so far, so rather have them believe I don't want a relationship than try and constantly fail. Pretty much everything. Haven't spoken to them in 8.5 years. I'm pretty much the same. My mom stole my identity 15 years ago, while I was in boot camp. Instead of a nice paycheck waiting for me, I had a bank account overdrawn by $500. That I failed out of college and have been pretending to go to classes. That's not going to last. Once graduation hits, they will find out and they will be way more pissed that you lied for so long. My tip: move to another country and change your name. Edit. Okay, look, I wasn't even trying to be that funny here. It was a typical internet joke. How is it that I'm at 90 ups and then look back 30 minutes later or less and am at over 300? This will not end well if you keep pretending. Tell them you just failed out, they will be pissed but will help set you up for a better path. Do not continue to lie about this or it will get much worse as time goes on, and if you somehow do pull it off and they never find out even after graduation, you will have to lie to them for the rest of your life and it will make everything so much more difficult. Tell them now that I'm gay and my best friend is actually my boyfriend. At least they really like him too, so yeah. I made a Reddit account to show off my dick. So your mom might have dildoed herself looking at your anonymous dick. I'm on antidepressants. Also a lot of the issues that lead up to me going on them. Also for the record, medication has been an absolute game changer for me and I have no qualms about it. I just know that my parents aren't really interested in any part of my personal narrative other than me being a successful, fulfilled adult. I'm 13 and my parents are super strict about online communication. Any social media is unacceptable. She doesn't even allow Xbox voice chat with strangers, and there was a time when I couldn't watch YouTube. What she doesn't know is self-explanatory from this post, I suppose. My account is 7 years old, so I joined at 14, but it's still crazy to me that there are 13-year-olds on Reddit. Enjoy the time you have as a kid. Soon you'll be looking back wondering where it went. I have testicular cancer. That I open mouth kissed a horse once. I'm addicted to alcohol. I'm pretty sure I'm addicted to porn. They accused me of coming home strung out. I was actually sexually assaulted and just looked like shit. That I regularly search the obituaries for their names. I don't want to have anything to do with them, but I'd like to know when they are dead. My parents don't know that I've awakened to the fact that we are in a cult and that they are blind devotees. I wanted to leave but I don't want them to disown me. They are lovely people but they have devoted themselves to this stupid cult that they turn into monsters whenever someone criticizes the religion. They think I'm fortunate because I was born saved into this stupid cult, but in reality they are being controlled by the cult's narcissist leader and siphons their money twice a week. I've just finished writing a pilot for a TV show based on a short story I wrote, and I'm currently working on a movie script based on the band I had in high school. Even though I have a degree in creative writing, I never really studied this type of writing, so I just learned by reading a book and bunch of screenplays. I kind of want to see if I can make anything happen out of this, but I'm avoiding telling my parents for the time being. I know them, and if I tell them it'll be non-stop asking about it, and I'd rather not have that added stress right now. That I'm literally addicted to buying Skittles for my GF. That I miss them a lot. I'm bisexual and there's weed under my bed along with my identity bomb. Did you kill Ed or something? I was raped nearly 10 years ago. I have PTSD but told them it's just a panic disorder. There's a running joke in our family about how I'm so jumpy. They don't know it's a startle response. Some things a parent just doesn't need to hear about their child. I masturbate. I hate to break it to you, they know. I know about their sex tape. Edit. I'm not giving it out. Please, cease. Well, just my mom, cause my dad died when I was 13, but I was strung out on meth when I was pregnant, 22, with my son. I didn't know I was pregnant until the 3rd trimester and I somehow managed to quit cold turkey, but I constantly had nightmares about my son being born without arms or legs. Luckily I can say my son is fine, he's 18 now and the smartest, coolest kid I know. Maybe it's mom bias, but I know for a fact that he doesn't drink, smoke, or do drugs, and I'm so proud. He's a better, stronger person than I am. I'm trans. Having a kid that was dating a black girl was too much for them, and I haven't spoken to them in years. I often wonder what kind of unspeakable horror they might experience if they could see me now.